26.2 virtual racing, 10 miler, and 5K in-person racing. Let's talk the virtual New York City Marathon and the PNC 10 miler and 5K featuring Michael Martinez. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Runway Podcast. I am your host, Kim, and if this is your first time listening, welcome to the show. If you are a return listener, welcome back to the show. I hope that you will stick around and ride this wave with me. Today is a very important day in America. It is Election Day 2020. So if you are within the sound of my voice, you're hearing this wonderful podcast and you have not casted your vote, let this gorgeous, squeaky voice of mine get you to the polls so you can vote like your life depended on it, because it does. I myself am voting on Election Day. I am happy to be doing it. I am proud to fulfill my civic duty and get to the polls and vote for Biden and Harris. Sorry, I had to tell y'all who I'm voting for. It's my show. I can vote and tell who I want to vote for. So yeah, this is just one of the most important elections of our life. And I just want to make sure that I am doing my duty to my listeners. You don't have to vote for Biden and Harris. You can vote for whomever you like, but just make sure you get out to the polls and vote, because every vote counts. So today is a very special show because I haven't had a guest on this show in a long time. So I saw a lot of my friends down in Atlanta. They were posting their medals from a race that I had no idea was going on because I unsubscribed from Atlanta Track Club emails. If you saw that episode a few weeks ago about Atlanta Track Club, yeah, I had to unsubscribe from those emails. So it was a shock and a surprise, and a good surprise to me, that a race was happening in person down in Atlanta. So I sent a text over to my friend Michael Martinez and I said, would you like to come on the Runway Podcast and talk about your experience? And, he was a little reluctant to do it, but we're people. And I talked him into it. So let's get into my interview with Mr. 26.2, Michael Martinez. Hey, please welcome Mr. Michael Martinez to the show. Hey, Mike.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm great.
What was that? Are you nervous?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Long time no. You a little nervous?
Out here.
I give speeches. I have parties. I'm the life of the party. Is nervous. I can't believe it.
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. A hot minute. So tell our audience a little bit about yourself. Who are you and where are you from?
Oh, well, my name is Michael Martinez, of course. I'm originally from New York City and kind of migrated to Atlanta, to Virginia to Atlanta. And that's about all I got right now,
How long have you been in Atlanta?
Since Freaknik, 94.
Listen, don't be telling people about Freaknik. You letting them know how old we are.
Oh, wow. Damn, I just gave myself up.
Wait, so you went down for Freaknik and never went back home?
No, nah. I just happened to be here at 94 Freaknik. It's a long story. Was in Virginia, wasn't doing a lot with myself, and my mom bought me a one-way ticket to Atlanta. And happened to be March 94, and Freaknik was in April, and been here ever since.
How do you even remember when Freaknik was?
I remember when I moved, that one-way ticket. So there was a lot. It wasn't Freaknik, it was the thing that led me up to Freaknik. So
wow, so you've been in Atlanta for a minute. You're not even a New Yorker anymore. You're what do they call y'all? Atlantan? What do they call y'all?
ATLians?
Is that what it is?
I think
ATL.
so.
ATL. Why did I think it was Atlians or whatever? So
Because
you're
you're trying to sound it out.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
so yeah,
ATLians.
so to tell you a quick story. So yes, so in Atlanta they say, hey, this is Mike from New York. And in New York they say, hey, this is Mike from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So no one wants to claim me.
Ooh. Well,
That's all.
look, that's because you've been in Atlanta damn near 20 years and you still sound like a New Yorker.
Right. So, hey, what can I do?
But once you've been going like 15 years, we ain't claiming you no more.
Well, first the fat boys break up. Now it is.
But look, when I met you, look at you. When I met you, you were Mike from Atlanta. I didn't even know you were from New York. Everyone knows you as Atlanta, right? Well, in the running community.
Yeah, well,
it's grown on
that
you.
Is true.
So, so when I met you, you were a runner, you were doing other things on the side. So what are you up to now professionally?
Wow.
How are you making your coins?
Oh, well, I'm a little diversified now, into, different businesses right now. Well, I was, of course, my first start entrepreneurship was doing T-shirts, and that went along for a while until I got broke, and
This is Mr. Run Fam, if y'all didn't know. He's Mr. Run Fam USA. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Keep going.
Still Mr. Run Fam. Still yes. Mr. Run Fam. And then went into insurance, did great at that. Now that's more automated now. Building into about 4 different businesses, mainly in credit restoration, credit repair, helping people buy, homes that have some credit challenges, and cars, doing some business credit, also stepping into real estate investing, wholesale real estate, and a few, fix and flip, a few different forms of real estate as well. So, just trying to stay busy, that's all.
So you really are diversifying.
Also, yeah, and then we're gonna crank up the T-shirt press again, but it's going to be, it's not going to be like it was before. It's going to be
I miss you.
Poignant.
Look, we miss you in running for real, because it's like you kind of you're making your way back, but you kind of left. And I think there's been like a void in the running community since you've kind of taken a step back.
Really?
I think so.
No, I guess I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I wasn't there. But I mean, hey, listen, the way I think of it, we had a really great time. It's like the way I think about it sometimes, it's like, high school and college. So high school, you go through 4 years, then you go to college, or you go to, do something else. And for me, that's what it was. It was like, I went through this one thing, and that, which is, I love the running community. I love it. Is a part of me and forever will be, from everything that I was able to create and where I'm going at now. A lot of this started from just ideas and creations that I got from there. However, it just, as far as living, it wasn't enough money. You know what I'm saying? Just to be raw. It wasn't enough money to keep that same lifestyle, because I did want to, my goal was to do what you love and all of that. So I was doing that. However, the coins wasn't there. So I had to recreate myself, reinvent myself, and, now we're moving on. We on to the next. Nobody, so then we make room for people who want the new people to come up,
I guess.
Making room. But that, that's what that is, though.
So
we haven't talked in a long time,
I know, because you've been ghost.
Well, You still have my phone number.
You have my phone number too. Shoot, listen.
Oh well, that's true.
We have each other. Look. It's been a minute. We keep in touch here and there. You know how you doing, what's going on, blah blah blah. I see little Lauren face on the internet.
What do you think about this?
Yes, and I like seeing little.
But you know, I don't think
people what?
No, I don't even want to say that. I don't even want to tell you know. But anyway, so yeah, I'm loving what you and Danielle is doing. You know, twins.
No, what were you gonna say? You don't think people know that we're as cool as we are?
Probably, maybe not. You know, we you know, behind the scenes, man, we made a lot of, you know, we created a lot of things. You know.
That is true, and they don't know that about 3-4 years ago, it was our birthday, but we were out for Mike's birthday. And he had me on that doggone hookah in the club amongst other things, and my ass was laid out. I was laid out the next day, all day. Listen, I had vertigo. That's the last time I had hookah, that night.
I know you were saying that hookah. That's all I remember, that hookah. And I was like, damn, that must have been that hookah.
No, they put something in that hookah because I was gone. But yeah, that was a good time. We had some good hanging out times down in the A.
Yeah, for sure.
So I wanted you to tell a little bit about your story, how you got started. Well, not how you started, well, kind of how you started running and how you created Run Fam. So tell our audience about that race that Run Fam came about from. You know, the one when you were running and the people were running with you. That one.
Yeah.
So when was
that?
Well,
you know, depending on who your audience is, everybody probably heard that story already.
Everybody, anyway. Listen, we're worldwide, baby. We got people all over. So yes, tell
all right.
Tell everybody about
you know
it.
What? So I had gained a lot of weight. I had lost weight, and I found the running community. I had, you know, I was in the clubs. You know, my life was the clubs, going to the club. That's what I did, and I had to transition. So, in that transition, I go through these sometimes every so many years where now I'm lonely. You know, because now I'm trying to lose weight and get healthy. So I'm in an in-between point. The people who are going to the clubs are not doing this. And I don't even know the fitness people. So I'm in the middle and I'm lonely. And then somehow I found Black Men Run. And I was able to, you know, run with them to keep everything up. And through Black Men Run, I was able to discover this whole running community with all these Black people running. I'm like, wow, man, people really do this. So I changed my nightlife into more of a morning life where we was running races. We had runs every Saturday morning, Wednesday night, you know, and I was able to do that. And then I had somebody had told me I had ran a marathon on my own. Like, this is before even that one, where, man, I was wearing cotton, you know, getting all these rashes and all, you know what I'm saying? And somebody had said, you know how the running snobs, because it took forever to run that race. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought about taking a train. You know, by the time I got there, wasn't nobody there. Nobody. I said, yo, I was like, I made it back. I said, yo, I guess it was the race. I said, yo, where's the medal at? Where's my medal? He was like, hold on. He went to the back of the van somewhere. I mean, the finish line was going all that. He went to the van or somewhere, you know, chucked me the medal. I was like, yeah, all right. And somebody had told me, hey, you didn't finish a marathon. You didn't finish. You're not a marathoner. And no, I was crushed.
There go the run snobs.
You mean to tell me all this time I thought I was a marathoner? So then I said, you know what? I'm going to run Publix. Publix was the next one. And all these people were like, why would you run that as your marathon? Why would you? I'm like, I don't know. I'm in it. And, you know, went through what I went through, whatever. And, you know, got a lot of support from the community along the way as started learning people in Atlanta, how much this running community was doing. And I just felt the energy and the vibe and the support that I was getting. I didn't see any other thing that was out there, which was probably a lot that went, over my head, but it was just the support that people would give me. And I went and ran that marathon, and it was tough. It was in the rain, and I got to one point, man, like almost at the end of the race, man, it was about there going 30 people out there waiting on me. I'm like, damn, they out here waiting on me. Ran me through. I was just stuck. I had cramps everywhere. I really wanted to give up at that time. And then the inspiration that the people gave me from all of these running groups, black and white, that were out there, that just gave me this, this, I don't know, it felt like, I don't know, just pushed me to a point where I was like, oh my God. I was able to get up, run through the race, run through that finish line. I did it, and I looked back, I was like, wow. This is what they mean by run fam. This is run fam. And, I never forget it. And ever since then, I was like, yo, this run fam is my life. Because I never really felt too much inspiration positively that affected me in such a way as I did at that time. And I was just said, yo, I'm dedicated to this. And I went about that through that way, and I saw certain voids in the running community that me and Damon Davis used to talk a lot. And we was like, it was just certain things that we saw that we kind of wanted to add to, and then I used like a lot of stuff that I came with was based probably from my nights in the nightclub, and then the T-shirts and everything, and the things that I saw that wasn't there. I was like, hey, well, why don't we try this? And I don't know, that's pretty much it.
Listen, you started a movement, because even to this day, people use the term run fam, and some people don't even know where it came from.
Well, I didn't create that word.
Who created it?
I didn't create. I didn't create that word. Now,
yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I did not. No, I did not. I'm telling you,
Who created it?
Now, what I did come up with, I was trying to figure out a way to connect with the T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying hard. I was creating. And then it had the Detroit versus everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat, and one day I just walked, I felt like something just hit me in my head. I said, wait a minute, this run fam versus everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I went with that. And that was the thing that's how you contacted me
mm-hmm.
for a shirt at that time.
Mm-hmm.
That was because it was run fam versus everybody. Now I didn't, everybody, but I'm the one who put that slogan together, which kind of, I guess, maybe let some fire up,
Well, I'm going to put it out there that you did create the term run fam, because I ain't heard it before you put it out there. The versus everybody,
okay,
yes.
Well, you didn't hear before
but the run fam, I didn't hear about any run fam before you put it out there.
Well,
wait.
Man, if I took credit for that right now, it's going to be people that's going to be.
People that what?
Oh, people going to be like, man, what's he talking about? But I would never, I can't claim that.
I'm giving it to you. But have you noticed, I know you've been out of the loop, but I've been wearing a lot of your shirts on this show.
I catch a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
And, I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be wanting to say something every time. Like not only you, every time I see somebody, I just makes me feel good,
I know.
Even like that Peachtree Road Race design that I be seeing around. But I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate it. Like I'll be like, damn, she still got that shirt. I was like, yo, she's still rocking that joint. I'm like, all right.
I have every shirt that I've ever gotten from you. I have all of my hoodies, that zip up hoodie with you had the Run the Soul and the straight Kim on the side. That's my favorite. I have all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
You left your mark.
Yeah. It was well, then I did my job.
You did your job. You should come back
My job.
and keep doing your job because we miss you.
I don't have the time for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
I wish I did, you know. But here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you about that, and what I tell people all the time. Well, not that I tell people all the time. What I realize is that my market never pushed past the Black run community so much. So what happened was, so what I did was really just coming in, and I really appreciate that Black running community because they supported me so hard, you know. But it just, that community is just not big enough for me to pay the bills that I need to pay with my type of bills and live and still be at the races, which is a whole nother thing where, shoot, I started gaining weight because I'm making shirts for the daggone races. I can't even train. So it was like a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for real. So yeah.
I get it. I understand.
I never told you that probably.
No, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I still miss it though. Okay, so let's get into the reason why I asked you to be on this show, other than to tell your story, which is a great story. I love listening to it. But I saw all of the run, not all of, but a whole lot of the Atlanta run community were at the PNC. What is it called? The PNC Atlanta 10 miler and 5K.
PNC ATL 10 miler 5K, which I think they reduced to 2.54, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait, what? It was 2.54 miles?
Yeah, I think it was just the one lap, you know, they had to do because I guess there was no way for people to make the people come back. I don't know, but it was 2.54 got reduced. So if you ran that 5K, you really ran it, I believe it was 2.54.
Oh, and Atlanta Track Club put on this event, right?
Atlanta Track Club, yes, which is notorious for them daggone hills.
So this was this your first in-person race since the pandemic jumped off?
This is my first race.
Your first race in how long?
No. This is my first race since Berlin, 2018.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
What? You haven't run a race in 2 years? Wow.
I haven't ran a race in 2 years.
So you really been gone.
Hey. Wasn't by choice.
So when did you register for this race?
I registered maybe 2 months ago.
And how was the registration process? Because I know in New York, they're just starting out with the in-person races, and it's a very small amount of people that get invited to do them. Mm-hmm. So was it like an open registration? How did that work?
Well, the registration was open, and which is the reason, because I wasn't interested in running any virtuals, and I did need something to kind of kickstart my 2021 off, mm-hmm. and my goals. And so yeah, they was like, yo, there's gonna be an in-person race. They set it up, but what it was is that so you picked the time that you wanted to run, and it was like I think 25 people at each point. So my time was 8:05. I came late, of course. But it was 20. So they had it set up with they had 6 feet apart and 6 feet, what's the name, where I guess they had slots for 25 people. I hadn't seen one full of 25. Maybe it was a few of them in the beginning, but when I came, I think mine was, it was about 9 people or maybe less when I went.
So it was like a corral?
It wasn't a corral. It was just like cones. Mm. So it was like one cone and one cone 6 feet apart, and then mm-hmm. each time it was 6 feet. So it was at the Michelin Raceway, which is a motorcycle and car racetrack.
So how did they do packet pickup? Was it beforehand? Was it on race day?
There was no packet. Well, okay, there was no packet pickup. you would go get, so you had to online, you had to sign fill out a, I guess one of those forms to be like, yo, we ain't
like a
responsible
waiver.
for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You had to do the waiver.
You on your own. If you saw this racetrack,
right.
It ain't on us.
all this verbiage, all I saw was, hey, at your own risk, brother. I was like, all right, I take my chances.
They act like y'all was out there skydiving, like you signed your life.
Listen, they was like, yo, y'all ain't gonna get nobody out of us, that's for sure. So but so yeah, you did that. Then you went there and they had your you picked up your bib.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would take your bib and go to the area. They had the areas. They had the areas. It was safe, if you want to say. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it wasn't no corralling up. And then it was like, and they were already in the thing. It was like, yo, there's no after. How we used to do all these pictures and all this hanging out. None of that. They had it set up with, so it was pretty cool as far as that went. Then when you got your medal, they gave out a messenger bag.
I saw that bag.
Right here. Yeah, so they give out a messenger bag and it had your snacks and whatever and the medal in the bag. So then you get your bag, and they had some water and Gatorade out there. You get your bag and just keep it moving.
Well, I had a gripe with Atlanta Track Club about giving out the medal for the Peachtree Road Race at the doggone expo. And I told them about it.
I'm sure you did.
You didn't listen to that episode, did you?
No, but I kind of, I know. Listen, how you...
I told them about giving that damn medal at the expo. Nobody wants their medal at the expo. But this is a COVID time race, so I can understand about them putting the medal in the bag. That's a good touch, Atlanta Track Club. See, Atlanta Track Club, you got a kudos from me.
Atlanta Track Club is probably excited right now. They ain't got to hear from you right now. So
during the race, so you started at 8:05. How did the next group start? Were they like?
I think it was every 10 to 15 minutes.
So it's really not possible to did people
could
try
have been
to
every 5? Was it every 5 minutes? It was every 5 to 10 minutes, I believe. Yeah, it was every 5 to 10 minutes. Yes.
And did you have to run with the mask?
No, so they wanted you to wear the mask there, but as long as you were running, you didn't have to have the mask on.
So how did you keep? Were people respecting distance on the course? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was wide enough to where some guy, I'm respecting your distance. I'm like, okay, thank you. Thanks for letting me know that you're 6 feet over there. I didn't know. I thought you were 3 feet. But anyway, so I'm like, okay, so yeah. Wait,
so you picked time? They
here and there, people would just, of course they were passing you. It wasn't always, but I mean, you can always just veer off. COVID. So, but for the most part, for most of the time, it wasn't no. People weren't like that. Nope.
And how was the course? Is it always at this racetrack, or is this they
No,
bring
they've
it
never.
Here?
They did this because of COVID.
Oh, so did you just loop the racetrack? What was it?
Yeah, so you looped it 3 times. So the first 2 times, I believe, was 3 miles. It was something. It was, so the first 2 laps was the same distance. And then the last lap, I believe, may have been at 2.54, something like that. So the last lap was the easier lap. And so when you go through, so the way they had it was really good, because it was like, yo, lap 1 is going in this lane, which was had a big area. So anybody going in lap 1, if you was on lap 2, you had a whole nother lane. If you was on lap 3, you had a whole nother lane. So they had it set up. They had it set up right. They had it set up right. They wasn't playing. You know what I mean?
So how would you rate the whole race experience on a 1 to 10? What would you rate it?
On
Wait,
a
and
rate
this
of
is
1 to
not,
10,
you can't rate it like in past race experiences. Like this is a socially distant COVID era race. Like how do you think they did?
in a socially distanced COVID rated race, in that I give them the 10. Yes.
Atlanta
in a
Track
socially
Club gets a 10.
distanced COVID rated race, that was absolutely a 10. It was absolutely a 10. As far as the course now, I give that a good, that was cool. That was very challenging. Like they always make those races challenging, but this thing, and I had been in racing a long time, so I'm like, oh yeah, oh, I'm back, baby, back. Get down there about 0.15, then all of a sudden this mountain. You go up this mountain, so when I get up to the top of the first mountain, it's like 0.36. I'm like, yo, I felt like I ran 2 miles.
Wait, but how is there a mountain on a racetrack?
That's what I said. That's what I said. So at 0.36, I said, how is there a mountain on a racetrack? And then something came in my mind that they had a little, had the little tagline, Extreme Edition, Extreme Hill Edition. I said, oh, that's what they mean. Now I got it. And then as I looked up, a higher mountain was looking at me.
Wait, so you thought you were going to be on a racetrack and it was going to be flat?
The racetrack. I thought it was going to be a little, one of those. No, it was one of...
He just put his hand up and down like a roller coaster.
Oh, let me...
They can't see you if they're listening.
Well, that's what I did.
Now, would you do it again?
Yeah. I gotta do it again. I'll do it again.
So what's next in the Atlanta racing community? Do they have another race coming up?
I have no clue. Oh,
don't you get the emails?
Man, I don't look at those emails no more.
I told y'all that I unsubscribed from Atlanta Track Club. Y'all heard it in the past. I reiterated it today. So I don't know what's going on with them.
Tess has heard that I just got an invite to that. She has a 10 miler she throws every December, right? It's very extreme. Now, I do want to go that, but I think the last time I looked at the website, it was saying that they weren't sure if it was going to be a virtual or not. And I'm like, I'm not really interested in any virtuals, but then that Facebook that I got the invite to, it looks like it's going to be on. So for me, I don't know, there may be something else going on. For me, that would be my next race because I'm probably only going to be doing like 1 or 2 a quarter or something like that, just because of the time that I have. But I would like to do that. She's crazy with those hills too on that race.
Well, there's hills in all of Atlanta. I don't know how you can get away from it.
No, but some people like the Atlanta Track Club and, and Tess, I would probably add to that. They like, hey, oh, wait a minute. There's a smaller hill and there's a higher. Let's go with the higher hill. You know what I'm saying? Monday Night Brewing 10 miler. That's what it is. Monday Night Brewing 10 miler. So that's usually a great race. And they used to give some brews at the end. I don't know what that's going to be like now, though. But anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't think y'all getting no brews at the end of that one.
I know, right? You better bring your own.
So what's the COVID situation like in Atlanta now?
Oh, man, they open. It seems like they open. I don't do much. Though.
Oh, y'all been open. When I was down there, y'all was open. I was like, this too much.
I mean, you see in the day people wear their masks at night. It's like, I don't know if they're doing the same thing, but I don't really do much. So
Wasn't
I don't know.
barely anybody. People were wearing the mask when I was down there, but when I would go into stores, like I would get skeeved out and just leave because people were not.
Skeeved out. Ugh.
They were not. They had the mask down here. They had the mask like on the chin. I'm like,
stop playing. Don't try to make like that's Atlanta. Everybody doing that.
no, but not when you're in a store, like in the grocery store.
Man, people, I don't care where you. Also, people in New York like.
Listen, we don't play. Y'all was open, and we was like, we had our mask mandate. We have a mask mandate in New York. Like,
I'm gonna tell you something though, and I know you want to get onto that though, but you know, heart disease is still the number one killer.
Heart Health Month, we celebrate. We don't celebrate it, but we acknowledge it every year. I know. I know.
So we need to take those same. We need to take the same precautions everywhere, you know. Why am I saying that? I don't know, but anyway. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, it's right now it's a crazy time, but for me, it's been eye-opening for me, and it's, you know, I've been able to do a lot of things that I normally wouldn't been able to do, and I'm opened up to so many avenues now mentally. It's just like really almost like a blessing, you know.
And that was for like a lot of people. We had a lot of time to like reflect,
Right.
and reevaluate our lives because we had so much time on our hands. So yeah, I think a lot of people are looking at things differently. Shoot, even like for me, damn, I don't know when's the last time I online shopped, like other than little knickknacks from Amazon. Like, which is a good thing because I'm saving money.
Man, it is right. We all saving money. Like it's a gratitude moment, you know. Mm-hmm. It's a real gratitude moment, you know. For the people who are not having the same. So also there's another side to it that, you know, for some people there's a lot of tragedy to it though. You know, and then, man, this is a crazy year, like, but then it ain't over.
Nope, it's just beginning. Over. It's just like this is like the second wave, they say. So, like, it's worse than it was, which is crazy.
Right. So, I mean, but not only that, I mean, all this other stuff that's going on.
So, did you vote yet?
No, I got to go there tomorrow.
Me too.
Oh, what? Okay, I'm glad. No, hold on. I told them to mail me a ballot. They never mailed that thing.
Listen, I was supposed to get a ballot for the, what do they call the prelims? Why am I losing my train of thought?
Early
not early voting. What is it called? Y'all know what I'm talking about when we vote, like for the prelims. What is it called? I'm losing my train of thought. But when we vote for the candidates early on, I requested an absentee ballot, and I never got one then.
Right. But that's what I'm saying.
I ended up voting at the polls. My polls are never crowded, so that's why I didn't early vote. So I'm just voting on election day. But you're in Atlanta, so
I'm in a new place.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I heard 68% of the vote. I heard 68% of the vote is already early voted or whatever. So it shouldn't be that bad, you know. I got that. I already, you know, I'm at a new place now, so it's, yeah. Hey, listen, it is what it is. I got the phone. I make sure it's charged up. I got my headphones in. You know, it ain't gonna be that bad. I just hope no fights break out. Let's talk.
Listen, are you taking your daughter with you to vote?
No.
Why not?
What about no?
Listen,
what is that? It's like a father-daughter trip or something? I don't know.
No, I take my sons with me to vote every year. My oldest, who's like 14 and like taller than me now, but he used to go with me every year. Now I take the little one. Yeah, just for the experience. You teach them young, so when they are older, they know what to do.
Oh, maybe we'll try it next year.
No, you're supposed to take her this. You're supposed to take her this year. We have a Black woman on the ballot for vice president. This is like a historic time. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Listen, I'll tell you what I'm saying. Listen, I made it this vision board. Man, it was so beautiful. It's got Michelle Obama on there. Who else is on there? It's got a lot of Black woman positivity on there. I'm going to add Kamala to it.
I'm gonna need you to add her
but
tonight.
I don't know if we're gonna take. I didn't plan on taking her to that thing.
Add her tonight.
Okay.
We need it. Tonight. We need the good juju.
Okay. I'll do my best. I don't know if that's going to... I think my vote will count a little bit more than the vision board, honestly. However, I will do my best. She don't live with me, to contact her mom, this whole thing together. I don't know what time is it now. I don't know. But anyway, to get, Kim said we need to add the juju.
Yes, so, yes. All right. Is there anything else you want to say to our audience before I let you go? Drop your wisdom. You got
Boy, there's a lot. No. I got a lot going on. Everything is, man, you know what? I'm just so blessed. I'm happy to see you doing your thing. Like, you really doing your thing. Dang, you at one time, I think it was like maybe a year or two ago, you just went. When I fell back, you went with Adidas, all of this, every weekend. Yo.
It's been a good couple of years.
Yeah, man, I like it. Everything keeps growing, keep getting better. Look at that microphone with all that other contraptions around it. You got the studio. They're on Spotify.
We got the merch. The merch is coming.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to. Is that Ride This Wave?
Ride This Wave.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. So I want to thank Michael for Mike.
Oh, yeah.
We only call him Michael and his gunman name. We don't call him that. I want to thank Mike for being on the Runway podcast. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate you. So I really, like I told you, I didn't even think I was gonna make the runway, but hey, look at me now, baby.
You were gonna make. I was waiting for that in-person interview, but COVID and
COVID.
Yeah, like COVID ruined everything. Look, the runway was supposed to be all in-person interviews, but that didn't happen.
COVID.
Yeah, COVID. So
you know what? Maybe I can do something that could spark something else after this. Well, who knows? They ain't talking about 2021.
But thank you again for being on the show. Maybe if I come back to ATL, I was trying to come. But they done raised the flight prices again. Like, they trying to go back to, yeah. I'm like, I was trying to come for Thanksgiving, but they don't want me to be great. All right. We will catch you on the next one.
All right.
We'll catch Mike on the next one. You guys, I'll talk to in a second. I would like to thank Michael Martinez for being a guest on the Runway podcast. It was really great to hear his experience of running his first race during COVID-19. I think it excites me to see that road racing is coming back. I did have a little gripe with Atlanta Track Club, but I'm glad to hear that they put on an amazing event and that people, particularly Michael, because he's the only opinion that we've heard, but from the pictures that I've seen, from the reviews that I've seen posted as well, I think people had a really good time at this race and they're just happy to be racing again, period. I also want to congratulate everyone who ran the New York City Marathon virtual. Like, kudos to you, because I could never run 26.2 miles virtually on my own, but it was great to see so many of my teammates, people that are in my running club, who ran the race virtually and actually ran the marathon course, which is crazy. And it is cold in New York right now. Today I had on a hoodie with some fur on it, and my coat was past my knees. So summer's over. Fall is over. It's winter. It's cold in New York. So kudos to everyone who ran the New York City Marathon virtually, but they ran 26.2 miles. You ran your heart out, and I respect you for doing that. You give inspiration to me and others to, just to start running. I haven't run since August 31st. Crazy, right? I took a little break to, I was a little sore. I took a break to get that soreness gone, and I just have not run since. So seeing everyone out there doing the damn thing has me want to get back out there myself. So hopefully you'll see me back on the pavement. Well, actually the track, because the pavement hurts my shins. So hopefully you'll see me back on the pavement very soon. So thank you again for tuning in to another episode of the Runway Podcast. I appreciate you. The merch is coming soon. Your girl has just been busy. I haven't had time to get product pictures taken, but the merch is coming very soon. You'll be able to purchase the Ride This Wave merchandise, and I hope that you'll support the show, support this little engine that could, and just keep the runway going. I'm having a blast doing it, and I hope that you guys are having a blast listening to it. So thank you again for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one. Later. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. Be sure to subscribe to The Runway on your favorite podcast app and leave us a review of the show on Apple Podcasts. It would really help me out. If you are a runner that has a story to tell and you would like to be on the show, you can email hello@therunwave.com or send us a DM on Instagram to The Run Wave. See you next time.